In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Monday, July 6th. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our July 6th MLB slate we got going on Monday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.3 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're well on our way because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you are subscribed, continue to like, comment. That's going to help the YouTube algorithm so you can grow to a much broader audience. All right, now for yesterday's video, we went 1-3. The Mets were that one win. They came through. If you guys were signed up on the Patreon, we absolutely killed it in that Norway game. Got a nice underdog in that one. We fell short in Mexico. Valiant effort, but they came short. But we killed it over here. I posted Erling Haaland for 1 goal, Erling Haaland for 2 goals, and Sprinkle for a hat trick as well. He came through with 2 goals at plus 650. We cashed on that, and we also cashed on Norway to win as well. So 2 solid plays early in FIFA to definitely bounce back from the MLB downfalls that we've been having. And then we're going to be coming strong for Monday. I cannot wait for Monday. 2 really big games in FIFA. So if you want access to that, you got to click on that link provided down below for daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. First up here in Kansas City, we got Kauffman Stadium, Royals 36-54, Philadelphia Phillies 50-40. Looking at this matchup here, we got Chris Sanchez on the mound, 2 ERA, 10-3, a record, 136 Ks, 23 walks, 1.09 WHIP. Noah Cameron, 4.95 ERA, 4-6 record, 75 Ks, 25 walks, and a 1.41 WHIP. Lefty versus lefty matchup. In the odds for this, the Phillies are road favorites, minus 177, with the comeback of the Royals at a plus 148. Total is at 8 runs. Right now, between these two, it is split down the middle. This is the third and final matchup here between the Phillies and the Royals. And the Phillies have been playing much better baseball than the Royals. Royals were on a losing streak and finally got a win. And then the Phillies won their last 3 out of the last 5 games. And they have their ace on the mound in Chris Sanchez, who just got blown up in the previous matchup by 6 runs he gave up. So this could be a spot that he should bounce back in. Am I getting mixed up? Let me double check. Was it Cam Schlittler? It was either Cam Schlittler or our boy Sanchez. Let me see. No, it was Schlittler. Schlittler got lit up for 6 runs, and then Chris Sanchez recently got lit up by Washington. The previous start with 5 runs, bounced back against Pittsburgh, and now you have Sanchez here against the Royals. Pitch is slightly worse on the road, 3.89 ERA. Looking at his numbers overall, with the splits, the strikeout numbers are strong, 36% to lefties, 25% to righties. The batting average against righties is what we got to watch out for, 300 average. He's shutting down lefties with a 205 and an under 1 WHIP. All right, but still solid numbers across the board. Even the xFIP there shows progression, but definitely his weakness will be right-handed bats. All right, with a little bit of power and average. Okay. On the other hand, Noah Cameron, who's had a good year last year, but he's been struggling, especially at home. 5.44 ERA, 300 batting average. He's given up at home. Looking at his splits, 9% walk rate to righties, only a 20% strikeout to righties as well, and a 1.3 home run per 9 to righties. And then he's giving up a 300 average to both lefties and righties. So that doesn't bode well when you're going up against a really lethal lineup here in the Philadelphia Phillies. And I think they take this one here. So give me the Phillies on the money line, minus 177. If I'm looking at a secondary play, I would do the Phillies team total over as a secondary play. Definitely write that down right now, Phillies. Next up here in Tropicana Field, we got an AL East battle Rays versus Yankees. Rays are 52-35. Yankees come back with a 49-40 record. Pitching matchup here, Cam Schlittler, who's been absolutely phenomenal, 2.08 ERA, a 8-5 record, 123 strikeouts, 21 walks, and a .96 WHIP. Going up against Griffin Jax here, 3.45 ERA, 4-5 record, 58 Ks, 20 walks, and a 1.27 WHIP. Odds for this matchup is almost even, slightly on the side of the Rays, -118. Come back to the Yankees at a -101. Total is at 7.5, so low total here. Obviously, you got aces on the mound. Well, with Cam Schlittler, Griffin Jack still has some time to get into his own. Yankees and Rays are on a 2-game losing streak, and before that 2-game losing streak, the Yankees were really struggling, so they're trying to find their footing here. And then the Rays, who tend to not lose, and technically they have been undefeated against AL East opponents right now this season so far. They are 12-0 against AL East opponents at home, so undefeated in this one, going up against the Yankees yet again, which they've dominated this year so far. All right, this one here, Cam Schlittler, he's been phenomenal on the road. All right, then he, like I said, let me see. For Cam, his previous matchup, yeah, he got blown up. So yeah, this is what I was talking about here. He got lit up by Detroit. 6 earned runs, 4 home runs. 6 earned runs, 4 home runs. Guys like this that have this type of pedigree usually tend to bounce back. Same thing you saw on Christopher Sanchez, which I showed you earlier. This is a strong suit for Schlittler. 1 ERA, a 1 ERA at home. The strikeout rate goes through the roof on the road as well. 35% K rate to lefties, 25 against righties. That's definitely, you look at his strikeout props here against the Rays, you could definitely look towards that. Schlittler, K's, if you definitely want to look at that, phenomenal stuff there. Walk rate is low, average is low, whip is low, xFIP is phenomenal. All right, so across the board, Schlittler is, when he's on the road, that's where you want to use him. Griffin Jax at home, slightly worse, 3.71 ERA, nothing crazy, but he's giving up a lot of power, and that's not good. All right, versus righties, a 2.79 home run per 9. Versus lefties, a 2.12 home run per 9. That's a lot of power, and a 13% walk rate against righties. So he's given up a lot of opportunities, even though he's been phenomenal with his strikeout stuff. 32% versus lefties, 26% versus righties. I'm concerned with his power and his walks that he's given up right now, and that leaves an avenue open here for the Yankees. They don't need many runs with Schlittler on the mound. They just need a few, and he can shut down the rest. So I like the Yankees as slight underdogs here, -101 on the money line. In the Nationals Park here, we have to watch the Nationals 46-45 going against the Houston Astros 45-47. Probable starters here: Mike Burrows, 5.58 ERA, 4-8 record, 72 strikeouts, 33 walks, 1.51 WHIP. Going against Miles Mikolas, 5.44 ERA, 2-7 record, 47 Ks, 17 walks, and a 1.29 WHIP. Odds in this one, we got the Nationals as home favorites, -136. Come back on the Astros at a +115. Total is at 10 between these two teams here, and right now they are going in opposite directions. The Nationals were hot, now on a 2-game losing streak, and then Astros have been playing solidly the last 5 games and just beat the Rays in back-to-back games. All right, now they got one of the worst pitchers on the mound here, Mike Burrows, because he is super inconsistent. He's been horrible at home. He's been a little bit better on the road if we're looking at his numbers, but you got to watch out for the lefties. All right, lefties against the Nationals, and they got a ton of them, and he is egregious. A 2.63 home run per 9, only 11% strikeout rate, 8% walk rate, 337 batting average, a 1.83 WHIP, and the xFIP is above 5. All right, so that definitely gives the avenue here for the Nationals to attack Mike Burrows. And then Miles Mikolas, you're looking at his numbers at home. He has struggled with a 5.82 ERA, but he's like Jekyll and Hyde. All right, he gives up power to right. That's really his Achilles heel, is the home run ball. But it's weird when you're looking at him. Like I said, Jekyll and Hyde. He can either pitch a gem or he's gonna get blown away. All right. So in the last 5 games, he has 3 absolutely really good performances. He's not gonna get your Ks, but he's gonna get outs. All right. He has a 3 1/3 outing. He has a 7-inning outing against Seattle, and then against San Francisco, a 4 2/3 inning outing here against the Giants. So he's either gonna get hit hard or he's gonna get through some innings here and provide at least get to the bullpen by the 5th inning. All right, so Miles Mikolas, you don't know what you're gonna get out of him. I think he bounces back from his poor performance that he had previously against the Red Sox, but I think Mike Burrows is definitely in a worse position. All right, so for this game here, I'm going to go with the favorite, the Nationals, on the money line, minus 136, with the secondary play being the, I can see the over, but I think it might be too high. I'm going to go team total over for the Nationals as a secondary play. Next up here, and last but not least, in Busch Stadium, we got the Cardinals 47-40 going against the Milwaukee Brewers 55-33. This will be a NL Central battle here. Probable starters: Shane Drohan, 3.12 ERA, 3-2 record, 59 Ks, 18 walks, 1.23 WHIP. Going against Dustin May, 4.80 ERA, 5-6 record, 78 Ks, 24 walks, and a 1.27 WHIP. Odds in this one are favoring the Brewers very slightly, minus 117. Come back at the Cardinals at a minus 103. Total is at 8. All right, so this season series right now has been dominated by the Milwaukee Brewers 4-1, and both of these teams, well, Brewers are coming off a win, Cardinals are just coming off a loss here. Very interesting to see how dominant Milwaukee's been so far, because this Central Division, there's one team that always has the number of the other. The Cardinals have been dominating the Cubs. The Brewers have been dominating the Cardinals. It's crazy in the NL Central here. And then looking at the pitching matchup, Shane Drohan has been really consistent this season. Bend don't break, very solid ERA at 3.32 at home and on the road essentially. Looking at his overall numbers, he's getting strikeouts against righties 26%. Very good there. Bad thing is he is walking righties at a 15% rate. Everything else is solid average. WHIP is a little bit high, but that's because of the walk percentage. And then the xFIP, there's supposed to be some regression coming to lefties and righties for him as well. All right, Dustin May has been up and down this year, worse on the road, a little bit better at home. The ERA is essentially a 4 at home. If we're looking at his splits, he's not giving up power. He has okay strikeout stuff, 25% to righties, 19 to lefties. He's giving up hits to lefties. So lefties has really been his Achilles heel in this season so far, and Milwaukee has plenty of lefties to attack him with. Like I said, this is definitely a rivalry game where you could see the Cardinals edge one out, but I'm going to be trusting Shane Drohan in this spot. So give me the Brewers on the money line as a minus 117 favorite. Secondary play, I would lean towards the team total over for the Milwaukee Brewers against Dustin May in this one. All right, so that's going to be our breakdown for the slate we got going on Monday. Make sure you get locked and loaded for that Patreon. We got 2 crazy games for the World Cup. Spain versus Portugal. Can't wait to break that down and watch that game as well. And then we got USA, what we've been waiting for, against Belgium. A rivalry game as well. Last time they've played each other, the Belgium team kicked out the USA team in the previous World Cup. So definitely highly anticipated. Get locked and loaded on that Patreon. You got to click on that link provided down below. You're going to get full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This is your boy Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.